Hi guys, spring is finally starting and the rhubarb season has started as well. To celebrate, I made this lovely rhubarb and white chocolate dessert. It's different preparations with rhubarb with white chocolate mousse, lemon thyme butterfree and a white chocolate sorbet. So, let's begin. First we're going to make the rhubarb recipes. Start by trimming 6 rhubarb stalks and portion the bottom part into pieces that are 20 centimeters. Keep the 20 centimeter pieces apart for later. The top parts you need to cut in thin slices. Just be sure not to cut the leaves. Throw these away. Now pour 200 grams of sparkling wine in a saucepan and let it boil for 2 minutes. We do this to burn off the alcohol. Then add 400 grams of the sliced rhubarb to the pan together with 60 grams of cane sugar. Cover the pan with a lid and bring this to a simmer on a low heat. Let it simmer for a couple of minutes. Once the rhubarb is all the way cooked, you can drain it on a sieve that's lined with a kitchen paper. Let it drain for at least an hour in your fridge. Keep both the broth and the drained rhubarb. After that, cut a lemon in half and juice 30 grams of lemon juice in a saucepan. Also add 200 grams of the rhubarb broth we just made, 50 grams of ginger syrup and 3 grams of agar powder. Mix it well and then bring it to a boil. Let it boil for at least 30 seconds. Then pour it into a bowl and let it set in your fridge. Once set, transfer it into a blender and blend it till smooth. To bring it to the next level, pour it into a bowl and vacuum the gel 100% to remove any air bubbles. This will result in a clear gel with a more intense flavor. Now fill a piping bottle with the gel and keep it in your fridge for later. To finish the compote, transfer the drained rhubarb in a bowl and season it with some grated star anise, the rhubarb gel we made before, and some lemon zest. Mix it well and keep it in your fridge for later. For the final rhubarb recipe, slice the portioned rhubarb pieces on a mandolin. They need to be around 1 to 2 mm thin. Now place them in a vacuum bag and add 80 grams of the broth we made before. Vacuum this 100%. Then cook them sous vide at 90 degrees Celsius for 2 minutes. I do this in my Bora steam oven because it has a sous vide function, but you could use a sous vide bath as well. Once cooked, let them cool down as fast as possible. Then carefully take the rhubarb slices out of the bag and lay them slightly overlapping on a tray that's lined with some wrap. Try to make them quite thin. If you want them thicker, place the slices closer to each other. Now let it freeze till solid. When frozen, you can cut it with a round cutter and keep them in your freezer for later. Then the lemon thyme oil. Transfer 10 grams of lemon thyme in a blender and also add 150 grams of a neutral oil. I use sunflower oil or grapeseed oil. Blend it till the temperature is 65 degrees Celsius. It will heat up from the friction. Then let it drain on a superfine sieve and let it cool down as fast as possible in your fridge. This to preserve the color and flavor. Now for the lemon thyme butterfree. First zest 1 lemon for 5 grams of lemon zest. Set it aside for later. Then mix 500 grams of water with 10 grams of lemon thyme and bring it to a boil. Meanwhile, mix 50 grams of sugar with 14 grams of pectin jaune. You need to mix it beforehand to prevent lumps from forming. Once the water is boiling, add the pectin sugar and mix it well. Let it boil for 3 minutes. Keep on heating the water and then, in 2 or 3 parts, add 310 grams of sugar together with 100 grams of glucose syrup. Heat it up till the temperature is 108 degrees Celsius. Stir it every now and then to prevent it from burning. Meanwhile, add a thin layer of baking spray on a metal tray and mix 3 grams of citric acid with 20 grams of water. Mix it well to dissolve the citric acid. Once the sugar syrup has reached the right temperature, add the 5 grams of lemon zest and the citric acid water. Bring this to a boil once more and then take it off the heat. After that, pass the butterfree through a fine sieve on the grease tray and tap it a couple of times to level it. Let it cool down at room temperature. Then weigh enough lemon thyme leaves for 4 grams and mix it with 50 grams of sugar and 2 grams of citric acid. Blend it for a couple of seconds. Add another 50 grams of sugar and blitz it 3 more times. Once the butterfree has set, transfer the lemon thyme sugar on top and spread it. Gently take the butterfree out of the tray and cover the other side as well. Now place it on your cutting board and portion it to the desired size. I first cut it in long stripes and cover them in sugar as well. Then I portioned them in cubes and covered them once more. Not only is it the perfect garnish, but it's also a lovely friandise. Keep them dry and covered for later. Then the white chocolate mousse. First soak 2 leaves or 3.3 grams of gelatin in cold water. Now pour 70 grams of cream in a saucepan and heat it up. The cream I use has 35% fat. Once hot, turn off the heat and dissolve the gelatin. Also add 100 grams of white chocolate and mix it well. Set it aside for later. Then pour 200 grams of cream in a bowl and start beating it. It needs to have a thin yogurt consistency. Once the cream has the desired thickness and the chocolate mixture is at room temperature, while stirring, mix the two. Fold it in till it's a lovely airy mousse, and when it starts to thicken, pour it into the desired mold. You could also pour it into a tray and later cut it with a round cutter, but this ensures an even result with no waste. Then let it set in your fridge for 30 minutes before freezing it till solid. Now the white chocolate sorbet. Pour 870 grams of water into a saucepan and also add 85 grams of glucose syrup, 100 grams of sugar, 25 grams of skimmed milk powder and 4 grams of salt. Mix it well and then bring it to a boil. Meanwhile, weigh 340 grams of white chocolate into a bowl and pour the hot liquid on top. Then add 3 grams of ice cream stabilizer and blend it till smooth. I use step 2000. Cover the base and let it rest in your fridge. I always leave it overnight. The next day you can blend it once more and then pour it into an ice cream machine. Now turn it into a beautiful sorbet. I prefer to turn the sorbet the same day you serve it to ensure you have a lovely fresh texture. Once it's done, keep it in a freezer that's around minus 12 degrees Celsius. Then the final component, the white chocolate galette. Begin with some melted white chocolate that's 45 degrees Celsius. Pour 4/5 on your worktop and while moving the chocolate, cool it down till it's 27 degrees Celsius. I do this with a big pastry palette knife. Then transfer the chocolate back into the bowl and mix it well till it has a temperature of 30 degrees Celsius. We temper the chocolate to create stable uniform crystals in the cocoa butter. This results in a smooth, shiny finish, a satisfying snap when broken, and it prevents the chocolate from easily melting. Then pour it on a plastic sheet and level it using the big palette knife. Now let it set for a minute before portioning it with the same size cutter as the rhubarb. Then cover it with another sheet and put a flat board or tray on top. Let it set for at least 30 minutes. Then remove the top sheet and gently remove the chocolate galettes from the bottom sheet. Now place the frozen rhubarb circles on the chocolate and keep them covered in your fridge for later. Then we can start to finish the dessert. First place the chocolate mousse in the middle and fill the center with the rhubarb compote. Let it defrost for at least 20 minutes. Once defrosted, pour some of the rhubarb broth around the mousse and add a couple drops of the lemon thyme oil. Then place the white chocolate rhubarb disc on the mousse and pipe the rhubarb gel on there. Also add some of the lemon thyme butterfree, some lemon thyme leaves and white alyssium flowers. Now finish the dessert with that lovely white chocolate sorbet. Okay guys, that's it for today. I'm very happy with the result, but I'm especially happy that I can serve rhubarb again, because that means that the sun is coming back. It's been dark and grey here for months, and yesterday we finally had our first day of sun, and I'm so happy with that because you can feel the energy, and I am so looking forward to spring as well. But yeah, I'm really happy with the result. I think the lemon thyme, a little bit of an unexpected ingredient in a dessert, but it works so well with the rhubarb and the white chocolate. So incredibly happy. For the pairing, we have a lovely sparkling wine from Bella Vista in northern Italy. If you want more information on that, check out the description to my website. But yeah, let's just dig in. Yeah, guys. That's incredible. I love white chocolate, and that white chocolate with the rhubarb. Of course, rhubarb has quite a specific flavor, but it balances so well with the sweetness of the white chocolate. A little bit of the lemon thyme, yeah, I've said it already, so. But yeah, really happy. The pairing, incredible as well. And I think it's just a super nice way to start the new season. And I hope you've enjoyed it as well. Please let me know in the comments on what you want to see next, like and share the video, And please subscribe if you want to support my channel and if you don't want to miss any other new recipes and old recipes and whatever. Okay guys, bon appetit.